You're leaving before the main event. You're leaving before the main event. Why you don't want?
Yeah, I just come to see Jaime Munguia.
That guy's never gonna fight David. David's the face of boxing now. It's his era. Canelo is not the same no more. He's tired. Our reflexes are not good. The feet is not good no more. His power is not there anymore. I think he's gonna struggle with him, Billy.
We couldn't get him to the table at all. Excuse after excuse. I mean, come on. Benavidez was chasing you for so long.
I do understand it. Canelo can't swallow that pride.
David Benavidez called out to Canelo Alvarez after a tough win over Zordo Ramirez, but Alvarez seems to be dodging him and left before they got physical. Meanwhile, David Benavidez quickly turned his attention to Canelo after winning the cruiserweight title in a tough fight against Zordo. He asked fans if they would be interested in a fight. He said that he respects Canelo and what he has done as a winner, but he also knows that he is good enough to be at that level. Benavidez wanted them to meet at light heavyweight, where he still held the title. He made it clear that he wanted to deal with the toughest problems, saying that a fight like that should be fought instead of being avoided. Following his fight, Benavidez said,
He moved better. His ways, everything. He did everything perfect to win. So I'm glad they are champions.
And how you been? You're coming back, Canelo. Listen, Billy, talk to us about the matchup. How excited are you?
I'm excited to be a champion again. And McBilly is a hard fighter, so it's gonna be a good fight. I think the styles makes a good fight.
And we're leaving before the main event. You're leaving before the main event. Why you don't want?
Yeah, I just come to see Jaime Munguia.
That's it.
Saúl, contento con los resultados esta noche.
Muy contento. La verdad que estoy muy contento.
Canelo Alvarez, on the other hand, went to the event to watch Jaime Munguia, but left before Benavidez came out. He probably did this to avoid a fight with the Mexican monster, which made the fans even more angry. When asked about his own plans to come back, Canelo said he was hopeful about regaining his title and suggested Christian and Billy as his next opponents, instead of Benavidez because he thought they're different. Fighting styles would make for an interesting match. He stated that he wasn't going to stay for the main event and had only come to see Mongoose part of the card.
Tengo mucho respeto a Zurdo, es como mi hermano para mí, pero así es el boxeo.
Canelo was here and he left before the main event. What's your thoughts on that?
No, bro, I don't really know what to say about that.
You're good. Be safe, sir. They're coming here.
¿Qué pensaste de la pelea?
Muy cabrón, güey. Describe your emotions right now, David. How you feeling?
I'm just very, gracias. I'm just very happy, bro. I'm very blessed. I work extremely hard, and people keep doubting me. They're gonna keep doubting me even after this. I'm gonna keep doing what I do to show me.
Sharing how he felt, Benavidez was upset that Canelo had come to the event, but left before the big event, which was his own fight. He didn't say why he didn't like the action, but it was clear. In an interview, Benavidez said that he was used to being questioned and that he thought that people would still doubt him even after he won. He stayed focused on his own road and emphasized how hard you have to work to get the best chances.
Yeah, Canelo Alvarez was here,
He told me he wasn't interested in staying for the main event, that he only came to see
thank God he
Jaime
left.
Munguia and took off.
Thank God he left, because otherwise he would have gotten really scared, With that kind of performance, I would leave too, But to be honest with you, David's a cruiserweight champion now, a 3-division champion. That guy's never gonna fight David. David's the face of boxing now. It's his era. Canelo is not the same no more. He's tired. Our reflexes are not good. The feet is not good no more. His power is not there anymore. I think he's gonna struggle with him, Billy.
While his son was upset when Canelo left the ring, Jose Benavidez Sr. was happy about it and said it was lucky that Canelo went when he did. Not only that, but he also said that Canelo would have been scared to see his son's amazing showing if he had stayed. Benavidez Sr. said that Canelo was not as good as he used to be because his reactions, footwork, and power had all gotten worse. He said that David had become the face of boxing and that Canelo would never agree to fight him after seeing how well David fought.
Benavidez calling out Canelo. Why didn't Canelo want to fight Benavidez? You have to ask that to Canelo. I have my answer.
Well, what is it? You were trying to negotiate. You were trying to make that fight, right?
We couldn't get him to the table at all. Excuse after excuse. I mean, come on. Benavidez was chasing you for so long. Zurdo was chasing you for so long. But at the same time, Benavidez and Zurdo were the top guys for Canelo to fight. He didn't want to. That's the bottom line. There's nothing else I can say about it.
In the same way, Oscar de la Hoya said that David Benavidez had been trying to get Canelo to fight for years, but the super middleweight king had never really been interested. He said that efforts to get both sides to the table to talk didn't work because Canelo's camp kept adding new problems without making a promise. De La Hoya put the blame on Canelo and said that Benavidez and Zorro Ramirez were the most reasonable opponents at the time. He decided that Canelo's choice not to step up was his own, and that there was no need for further explanation.
Should have been that fault. Benavidez. He should have been fought Benavidez, man. I don't understand. I really don't well, I do understand it. Canelo can't swallow that pride, man, and he can't. So some guys out there, and it kind of reminds me of Tank, right? They won't be able to deal with themselves if they lose to this certain guy, right? And it always has to be with the same damn race. It's like, come on, like, don't you want to pass the torch, right? So it's like, Canelo, Benavidez is probably the next guy up, but
Tim Bradley also said that Alvarez wouldn't share the ring with Benavidez, which was a way of saying that his pride was getting in the way of his reputation. He said the fight should have happened years ago because the younger competitor had worked hard to get the chance. Bradley made a comparison to how established winners in Mexican boxing used to hand the torch to rising stars. He was talking about how Chavez did this with De La Hoya. It was his opinion that Canelo was hesitant because he didn't want to lose to another Mexican boxer.
Since he went to 175 pounds and he's up there on 90, if he drops back down to 175, there's guys there we want to see him fight. If he fights Canelo, what weight you gonna fight at, bro? Are you gonna squeeze down to 168, bro? Like, for real, and be less of yourself and then blame it on the weight? Like, we don't want that either. So, but you can drop back down to 175 pounds and be comfortable there, and fight those guys, Benavidez and Bivol. And I know, like, supposedly they're already in negotiations, and I can't stand that. I don't know how true it is, but you can't be in a big fight, the biggest fight of your life, man, because every fight is a big fight. Like, in my mindset, every fight is a big fight, and it always should be a big fight. Regardless of who you face, because it could be your...
Bradley was also worried about the weight class where a possible fight between Canelo and Benavidez would happen, pointing out that Benavidez had fought at lighter weights before and made it to light heavyweight and beyond. He told Benavidez that if he lost weight again, up to 168 pounds, any loss might be seen as a weight loss instead of a real loss. Bradley told Benavidez that he should focus on light middleweight and not go after Dimitri Bivol.
Concern on anything, brother. Nothing's easy, It's a tough fight. Bivol is a great fighter. He beat Zurdo Ramirez. He beat Canelo Alvarez. He beat a lot of good fighters. He beat Arthur. Yeah. There you go. He's a dangerous fighter. But David's crazy. David's not a human. He wants to he don't want no tune-ups. He don't want easy fight. He wants the big boys. He wants the guys that are going to challenge him and going to bring danger. I mean, we're not even there develop at cruiserweight, So we're going to be playing in those two divisions, cruiserweight, who wants to fight? Let's go. I was thinking Apetaya, but, he's with Sufa now. I don't know what they have with all these organizations, I don't know.
Also, Jose Benavidez Sr. said that Dimitri Bivol was David Benavidez's main goal because Bivol was dangerous and had beaten many great fighters, including Canelo Alvarez. He also mentioned Giopaya as a possible future opponent, but he was worried that it would be hard to set up the fight because Opetaia is connected with Zuffa boxing. The senior Benavidez didn't want his son to fight in tune-up battles because he thought David would only want the hardest tasks. He told David that his time had come and that he would fight anyone who thought he was better than them, no matter what weight class they were.
It's the biggest fight in the world, especially at this weight division, you know, and that's definitely a fight I want. Like I said, I'm not scared of nobody. This is Monstro's world, and if he wants to get that fight, we get that fight. I don't know why he went to Zuffa. We could have made this fight right after this one, you know, but now I don't know if he got stripped by the IBF or what it is. You know, I'm not gonna go over there and fight for a Zuffa title, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that would be a great fight to make in the future. And I mean, I respect Jai Opetaia a lot. He's a great fighter. And I think he has to come back over here to make these fights happen because, you know, we can't make no fights in Zuffa.
As his father suggested, David Benavidez chose BVAL as his most anticipated opponent. He knew the winner was a good choice and was looking forward to the challenge. He also said that Jai Opetaia was one of the best cruiserweight fighters. He said that Opetaia's Zuffa membership was making things hard for him. Benavidez said that Opetaia would have to talk to promoters outside of his group. He really wanted the event to happen. He made it clear that he was ready to fight anyone and wasn't scared of anyone getting in his way.
I won't rule it out. Maybe in 5 years, you know, my body goes into heavyweight. I was gonna say superweight. But my body grows into heavyweight, we could definitely go up there and make like in 5 years. I mean, I think definitely that's possible. But just for right now, man, I'm still interested in going back to the light heavyweight division because I wanted to become a reigning defending champion for years and years, just like how Sergey Kovalev was champion for I don't know how much title defenses. That's really what I want to do. I think if I go up to heavyweight, I could completely forget about light heavyweight. You know, right now I'm champion at light heavyweight and cruiserweight, and I feel like I could balance both weight classes. I feel like I can have a defense here at cruiserweight, then go back down and have a defense at light heavyweight. If I go up to heavyweight, then it's just forget about both weight classes, to be honest.
Benavidez also told the news media after the fight that his goal was to move up to light heavyweight and become the defending champion for a long time. He told them he was sure he could handle both weight classes. He plans to fight at 175 pounds and protect his cruiserweight belt at different times. Reports said that Benavidez was going to move up to heavyweight, but he refuted them. He did, however, leave the door open for a possible move in the future. He said that his first goal was to make a name for himself at light heavyweight while keeping up his recent success at cruiserweight.
Benavidez stopped Zurdo. What'd you think about the fight, Mike?
Great fight.
Lived up to the nickname, didn't he?
He did well. He did well. Right here.
Mike, so after Benavidez's performance tonight, the next thing for Benavidez is what? You want to see him unify the division, go down to light heavyweight?
I want him to be where he feels comfortable at.
Did you talk to him before the fight? And if you did, what advice did you give him?
Yes, he's a great fighter. He knows what to do. I didn't have to give him any advice, but he fought great tonight.
Following this, Mike Tyson saw David Benavidez beat Zurdo Ramirez and proved that the young fighter lived up to his scary name. He said that Benavidez did a great job throughout the contest and praised his work. When asked if he had talked to Benavidez before the fight, Tyson said that they had, but he claimed that the boxer already knew what he needed to do and didn't need any more training. Tyson spoke briefly, but made it clear that he agreed with what he saw. Mike and Ryan Garcia both went to the event to support Benavidez. He was thrilled when his opponent easily won, and he joined the crowd in celebrating. They were clearly ecstatic that Benavidez had put on such a great show for so many people. Garcia's appearance brought out the fact that the two young stars were becoming friends. They both want the other to do well at the highest levels of the sport.
10 out of 10, spectacular. Who would have thought that someone who thought that someone like that could do to a cruiserweight, you know? Bro, what did he say? What did he say post-fight? Man, I would love to see like BF or a Bivol. Just like I'd love to see like him just smashing everything in light heavyweights.
Apatow said that he wanted to get the winner at his fight. You think that would be a good one?
I'd be mad as well. That'd be mad. But I would love to, I don't know. I feel like he's got unfinished business at light heavyweight, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Will you want to see a fight at light heavyweight?
It's a BF Bivol, one of those guys.
Will he be favored against those?
100%. He should be ranking in the top pound for pound, man. With that performance like that, he's just smashing divisions out, man.
Tim TU also said that David Benavidez's performance was perfect and was amazed at how well he handled the cruiserweight class. In the next fight, Benavidez should fight either Artur Berv or Dimitri Bivol, ideally at light heavyweight. Even though he said heavyweight was an interesting choice, Tim insisted that Benavidez should be thought of as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters because he had done so well in many weight classes. He thought it was likely that Bendis would keep winning and finally win the heavyweight title as well.
Saw Benavidez stop Zurdo. What'd you think about that?
Beautiful. It was, look, I mean, that's the way I called it, is the buzzsaw of Benavidez, punches and bunches. And the only shot that Zurdo had was kind of, throw a punch right in the center. So obviously the speed was too much. Benavidez was too much. The monster's here for a long time. So I'm very proud of him. But the whole night from top to bottom was excellent. Probably one of the best cards we've ever put.
Surprisingly, Oscar de la Hoya praised Benavidez's win, calling him a tireless force whose speed and power of punches stunned Zorro Ramirez. He agreed with Ramirez that the only way for him to win was to make one huge shot, but Benavidez never let him get that chance. De La Hoya said that the Mexican monster would be the best boxer in the world for years to come, and he was pleased with the performance. He also said that the lineup for the evening was one of the best they had ever put together.
What I said was that, Benavidez is a monster. He's just like, you never seen somebody that's so tall, so big, be that fast. It's like he's super fast, you know what I mean? And he has power too. So at the end of the day, I take my hand off to Benavidez. He's a Mexican monster.
Now, what's next for him, man? Should he stay here? I mean, Zurdo's never even been knocked down. He knocked him down twice and out.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he's just got it all. Right now, he's one of my favorite fighters, and I wish him the best.
Like Oscar, Fernando Vargas thought David Benavidez was a great boxer. He said that David Benavidez's size, speed, and hitting power were the best he had ever seen. He said that beating Zorro Ramirez twice during the fight was something that no one else had done. Vargas said that Benavidez was now one of his favorite boxers to watch and gave him high marks for all of his skills. He found out that the young winner had all the tools he needed to beat anyone.
Scintillating, spectacular performance, knockout in 6 rounds for David Benavidez over Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez to become a unified cruiserweight champ. Now, let me get right to it. That's what I'm talking about, okay? That's what I'm talking about. People in the comments are always saying, Sean, why are you so negative? Why can't you just celebrate when, our favorite fighters do this or our favorite fighters do that? It's because I'm old enough, fortunately or unfortunately, at almost 35, to remember when fighters really put on masterpieces. Fighters really put on spectacular performances. I'm talking prime De La Hoya or even prime Shane Mosley, Felix Trinidad, Floyd Mayweather against Diego Corrales or Arturo Gatti.
Finally, after breaking down David Benavidez's amazing 6th-round stoppage of Zorro Ramirez to become unified cruiserweight champion, Michael Tyson praised Benavidez and called out Canelo Alvarez after the fight. Oscar de la Hoya confirmed that Canelo had refused to come to the table many times. What does this mean? One side thinks that Benavidez has proven himself beyond a question by moving up 3 weight classes and beating a 2-time champion, which makes it clear that he should fight Canelo. The other side says that Canelo has already fought Christian Mbili, and that Benavidez should focus on fighting light heavyweights like Bivol and Beterbiev instead. Feel free to write your thoughts in the space below. Is Canelo ever going to face Benavidez, or will he keep avoiding the monster? Please like and follow if you like this summary of Bendis' historic night and the current Canelo saga. It will give you more boxing news and insights.